Hello, guys. This is going to be My Hero Academia, chapter 266, and this chapter was very sad indeed. It's called Happy Life as well, so that's kind of ironic that I said it was sad. But as you can see, Dobby kind of joins the group, and he's kind of overheard most of the exchanges between Hawks and Twice. And you can see that Dobby is not one to mess around, and he kind of has a full on blast against both, a full on fire blast that could kill them both. And you can see that Hawks is a good guy because he saved Twice, and he mentions that you nearly burned your own friend. And the reason why Dobby did that because he knows he's a hero, so he must always be able to save a life. And because Hawks actually saved Twice, you can see that he took more damage than he should if he just avoided it himself anyway. So you can see that Darby never trusted Hawks in the beginning, and Hawks is in a very difficult situation right now because obviously his wings are almost burnt to a crisp in this one panel, and they don't look as elegant, as beautiful as they did earlier. And yeah, this is going to be quite interesting indeed. And yeah, so we can see Darby save, trying to save Twice, and he tells him to go and help the others because they need help. So yeah, and you can see the genuine friendship between Darby and Twice, and even though that they're the villains, you're kind of made to feel bad for Twice, and in a sense that the way it's written, you're rooting for Twice to succeed, even though him and Darby are made out to be the villains. And somehow Hawks has gone all the way around the building and he's come out through the back. And this is where things get a bit heated because somehow Twice has managed to escape as well. But we don't really know how that fight ends. So I guess we're going to find out later. And what more was quite interesting was Dabby. Dabby's, there's a bit of mystery around this dude. Like, there's a lot of theories that he could be uh, Endeavor's son, the one that who's supposedly have died, and also the fact that he knows Hawks' real name is also uh, increasing the mystery about who Darby really is. So that's going to be quite interesting when we find out later, and it's definitely added a bit of layer of mystery to the whole who is Darby really. So that's going to be quite interesting. I want to see. I'm also quite scared for Hawks because is he even going to survive? Because as it is, I see a lot of red flags pointed at Hawks anyway. But nevertheless, we can see that Twice has escaped from Hawks' clutches, and he sees his friends, and they're in parallel danger. And we see him give this whole monologue, which I thought was amazing, about how he's been accepted, even though society has never accepted him. And and yeah, he talks about how he's been at a low point. He's been a man falling lower and lower, getting duped. To you, my life looked pathetic, meaningless. Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. And we can kind of see Toka and I forgot who the other dude is, but we can see Toga and her this dude getting arrested by this superhero. You might have your reasons, but once you start taking out on society, we heroes can't lie. Okay, no, that's not that's not Twice. And can we just talk about how Twice stabs this dude straight in the back of the head with a knife, man. I gotta say that was a brutal way to kill someone. Like the way he just stabs the dude in the back of the head, and oh my goodness, I gotta say that was pretty dark in a sense because My Hero Academia doesn't really have that many dark scenes, but I thought that was really dark and brutal. I gotta say, but somehow we feel good that he saved his comrades, even though he just literally stabbed the dude in the back of the head with a knife. And okay, so we kind of see Twice just melt away. And oh yeah, so the dude's called Compress. I completely forgot about this guy because he doesn't really have that much spotlight. And he talks about how it's really hard to hold the form. So this is where it gets really sad, And he starts apologizing to Compress and Toga, and I think he also mentions how he was duped by uh, Hawks because we saw all of that anyway. And he starts saying sorry, and he there's a little cute moment where he wipes Toga's face with this little napkin, and there's even a little flashback to how Toga was looking after Twice, and oh, yeah, this part gets really sad. Where you can see like he's still wiping her cut, but he starts melting slowly and slowly, and yeah, this is kind of like his final words, last wishes kind of thing. And I found myself blessed with friends better than I ever could. And he's the friends he's talking about is obviously the League of Villains. Thank you for saving me. Could a guy ask for a better life? And wow, okay, you don't get to tell me that I was unlucky. Being with them, I was happy. So that was quite interesting to see as well. And Shay ain't. So I really hope Twice is not dead. But the way it's been portrayed looks like he's actually dead, and he just kind of dies into a goop, a mess of goop. So yeah, and this was quite a nice little exchange that he's had, because he's had like a special connection with Toka out of everyone in the league anyway. A bit of a little, I don't know if it's a romance or anything, but he had that extra connection, special connection with her out of anyone. And also the things he's talking about is kind of indirectly replying to what Hawks was saying about his life, how he's kind of pathetic and he needs to turn his life around, and he's just been unlucky. So this was kind of a direct reply to what Hawks was saying about his life earlier, saying that maybe he isn't unlucky and he's been very lucky to been blessed with such friends, such as the ones he's had, and he's happy with the life he's lived. So that was pretty deep as well. And I gotta say that hit a bit hard the way Twice died, because Twice was definitely the most prolific of the villains anyway, from the League of Villains. I would say obviously it's Shigaraki is the main villain, but I've always enjoyed Twice's character a lot more than Shigaraki's, because I've always thought Shigaraki's a bit bland compared to Twice, because Twice is very energetic and he has everything and he's very interesting indeed, and he was definitely my favorite villain in the series. And I've got to say, if he's actually dead, I'm gonna be so upset. But it looks like he is 90% dead, but I really hope that there's that little small chance that he survives, because this is shonen manga, and shonen manga doesn't really kill people. So yeah, and they always come back somehow. So yeah, so I really hope that happens. But sometimes my hope might not come true, but we never know. Damn. So if Hawks, if the Twice is really dead, then I gotta say the last scene in this chapter was really emotional, and I really felt that, like, oh my goodness, the emotions, there was too much. And I love it when a character gives a monologue before they die, because they kind of say everything they want to say, and they make peace with what's going to happen, stuff like that. So I've just found those kind of moments especially powerful, and the way this chapter was portrayed was very nice indeed, and it definitely reflects the title of the chapter, which was called Happy Life as well. And gotta say, I'm looking forward to what comes next. But RIP Twice for now. RIP Twice.